Hello everyone, today I'm going to be trashing on a video made by K-Nun called Dogs Don't Face Hardships Like People Do. So yeah, I can tell this is just going to be him being jealous of dogs. Anyway, let's see the video.
By now, we're all well aware of most of the ridiculous excuses people make for dogs when they do awful things, including violent and brutal attacks. One I've only encountered a few times is this one.
Dogs have bad days too.
And let's just be clear, this is complete and total nonsense. Dogs don't have bad days like people do.
Dogs don't have bad days like people do. Yeah, it's not like there are dogs that get abused and mistreatment. It's not like there are dogs that struggle in the wild or anything. Oh wait a minute, yes, there are dogs who go through that. So yeah, that claim is just plain BS, and you should know that given the amount of dog torture you love to watch. Anyway, let's see your reasoning as to why that is.
To understand why this is true, all we need to do is look at the way most people live, and compare that to the way most pet dogs live, especially in westernized nations. But first, we should mention the increasing tendency to spoil dogs, which reflects broader cultural shifts towards the anthropomorphism of pets and hyperconsumerism. In the minds of dog nutters everywhere, dogs have transitioned from mere pets to a stand-in for family members, friends, therapists, and everything else you can imagine. Dogs these days are treated way too good.
Oh my god, this video is really just him being jealous of dogs?
People, particularly unemployed and working-class people, face a myriad of daily struggles that significantly impact their quality of life. Dogs do not face economic instability, and dogs in even the poorest of households do not have to worry about how to cover basic necessities such as housing, food, and healthcare.
Yeah, obviously they don't have to worry about economics because they're animals, but that doesn't mean they don't struggle. As mentioned before, there are dogs that get abused and mistreatment. And also, you're just going to ignore that there are dogs in the wild that struggle for food like any other animal in the wild. You're also going to ignore that some dogs have medical issues.
This financial strain, in humans, can lead to chronic stress and anxiety, exacerbating mental health issues. Dogs don't work, obviously, and so they do not have to deal with job insecurity. The rise of automation and the gig economy has resulted in precarious employment conditions for many, while dogs are the biggest welfare queens in existence. Dogs don't have to deal with a lack of educational opportunities or inadequate access to healthcare services.
No, dogs are not the biggest welfare queens, you fucking moron. They're just animals. That title actually goes to billionaires and people behind the healthcare system. Because if that were the case, then how come there are dogs struggling in the wild, and how come there are dogs struggling with medical problems? Like, this shows you're beyond delusional.
Seriously, how the hell is a dog going to have a bad day? It's not like they come home from a hard day at the office or the factory. These leeches seldom even leave the house, and they enjoy all sorts of special treatments not afforded to any other pets, or even people.
Good lord, this video is just depressing, as it's just an idiot whining and being jealous of an animal because of their miserable life. How in the hell is a dog going to have a bad day? I don't know, maybe get abused, mistreated, and abandoned, just to name a few things. Also, saying dogs get special treatments not afforded for people is just plain delusional, and it just shows you're projecting your own miserable life.
Dogs aren't capable of experiencing existential questions, and they have no concept of the future. They're seemingly worshipped by a staggering amount of people in society. Furthermore, dogs aren't like us at all. For example, they do not smile when they are happy or frown when they are sad. In fact, they do not smile at all. People who falsely believe they can are simply projecting human qualities onto these non-human creatures.
So because dogs don't have the concept of the future and existential thoughts, that apparently means they can't have a bad day, which is stupid because dogs have emotions and can feel pain. Just because they don't have existential thoughts and a concept of the future doesn't mean they can't have a bad day. Heck, they can literally remember experiences. And dogs do actually smile, just differently compared to humans, and also you're just showing your jealousy again by saying they're worshipped.
Dogs don't have anything to lose their minds over, and they never deal with mental stress like people do. They don't attack because they're angry or because they are treated unfairly. They attack because that is what dogs do. It's in their nature to do this. And dog-originated aggression is something that specifically needs to be trained out. If dog behavior wasn't so out of sync with the normal course of human behavioral expectations, dog trainers would be completely out of a job, or they would have to find a different bullshit con to pursue.
Oh my god,
Okay, now this just tells me that you're just a complete idiot that doesn't know shit about dogs. Because being angry and mistreatment are literally reasons why dogs attack. They don't do it because that's what dogs do. Because if that's the case, then how come more dogs don't attack people?
Now, before some dog apologist tries to come on here and say that dogs can get sick or injured or whatever, yes, obviously that is true, but this is not why dogs attack at the rate that they do.
Yeah, because the reason as to why some dogs attack is, like I said before, abuse, mistreatment, abandonment, neglect, and generally just poor ownership entirely. Oh, and actually being injured is another reason as to why some might attack. Really shows how little you know, but then again, that's probably giving you too much credit. And well folks, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and like if you think K-Nun's a moron.